Hi, I'm Stu, a backpacker from England, and I am currently travelling around Southeast Asia backpacking to as many places as I can. I am currently in a place called Battambang in Cambodia. Got here yesterday and today is a exploring day. Now I've got a moped with helmet, and I could have done various tours to see all the places around here, all the sites, but I decided that it was cheaper in the long run to get this and travel. So I'm on the outskirts of the city and I'm actually heading up to the top of that mountain right there. I don't know how to get up there. There's a rough map telling me to go this way and up a road, but the reason I stopped was I came here because they were advertising coffee, and if you've been following me you know I'm a coffee addict. So I've had my coffee, I've had a donut. 6,000 reals works about $1.50 US. But I'm going to get on the bike and head up the hill to the top. Thought I'd stop before I go to the top to give you a better view of where I'm going. And it's that temple at the top. So as I said, there's a road up here somewhere that'll take me up there. So I found the entrance to where I'm meant to be going, and this is it. So it's a road that goes through the Buddhist temple, which is over there. Elephants and angry men. So a quick thing about the scooter, it's $8 a day to hire, and to fill up to the top it cost me roughly about $3. So $11 in total for the day. Now I've just come through, the entrance was just down there, and this guy down here has asked me for money to come in to come and see where I'm going to, which is the Killing Caves. Now you've heard of the Killing Fields. This is part of the history of Cambodia, the recent history, and it's something that I've had a few people mention on my comments on this channel to say I shouldn't really be doing this sort of thing, but I think it is important. But that's by the by. So I've just stopped, and behind me you've got this temple, but in front of me is this crazy thing here. Look at that. That's been carved into the stone. And there's that dude just lying down. That's amazing. I'm going to have a wander up. I've been told that the road is quite decent for a motorbike to get to the top up there. And I'll tell you more about the place when I get there. This is it, the Killing Cave of Battambang. During the Khmer Rouge regime, there were a lot of people killed of intelligence, doctors, teachers, lawyers, and in this place here, and I'm just trying to get my bearings, there is a cave which I'm assuming is just over there, or is it down here, where they were marched up this mountain and pushed through to the bottom of the cave. And they were pushed to the deaths. Now this place has been left as a memorial to the people who were killed, and the locals will come up here to sing, to be joyful, because they want to look to the future and not to the past. So when I came up here, and there's a path coming around, there are so many statues. We'll have a wander down here. And it's more of a happy place than it is of a sad memorial. Wow. Right, let's get the bum. Oh, wow. Can we go down here? I think this is actually the Killing Cave, so you can just see at the top. I've just come down all these stairs. And you can feel it. Now, there's not a lot of information about this, so I don't know if they were thrown from up there down here and they've put the stairs in afterwards in the last few years, just to give you a sense of where they were. But thousands and thousands of people were killed here. I've said it before, it's crazy what some human beings can do to other human beings. And when you think that thousands of people were put to the death here. Sorry?
Over there they call the name the Frog Cave.
What?
The Frog Cave.
The Frog Cave?
Yeah, during the Khmer Rouge, the cave with the baby. Like they come from with the parent, around 5 years old down. They bring the kid over there.
It's down there?
Yeah. And this is the kid with the parent.
Alright, I've been there.
Yeah, this is the kid with the parent. Another one over there, the kid with the pregnant.
Oh.
This is the baby. Like they come from with the parent, the Khmer Rouge.
So the babies.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Another one over there, the kid with the pregnant woman, cut the baby or cut the head through them.
Down here.
Over there.
Oh, over there.
Yes.
Oh wow. So the baby's here.
Yes.
Disgusting. Disgusting. So the guy just told me that's Crocodile Mountain over there. He says it's worth going to, but he didn't tell me what is there. I don't think there's any crocodiles over there. It's a nice view. So coming from the caves down here, you got this. There's this torture. That's crazy. Just an amazing place. Wow.
And during the Khmer Rouge, they use this temple to be a prison.
Prison?
Yeah, the Khmer Rouge, they keep the people here, and after here, they bring to kill all the cave. So now it used to be a temple again. And this is a small one, like the cave with the pregnant woman.
So pregnant women down here. Oh, a bit steep. It looks like I've got my own tour guide.
They bring pregnant women, they bring up to the top of the hole, like whole front back. They cut off the head or cut the baby from the top, so they may be pushed down here. Over there you see the skull and bone a little bit deep.
Wow.
So now the monk used to be a temple again. They are painting inside.
Happier times. It was quite handy him coming along and explaining some of the stuff. The way he was talking about it, it was just matter of fact. The way he was talking about pregnant women being cut open and thrown off, it was as if he just says it every single day. Well, he probably does, but as I said, as you walk up to this place, and the Cliff Cave is further on that way, you got various statues that just bring a bit of normality. Down there you've got a lot of animals. With the amount of tourists that they get up here, and there's none here at the moment. They've got a little shop, but with that guy I gave him 5,000 real, which is about just over $1, as a thank you. But it's time to get on the bike and head somewhere a bit more happier. Just up from the Killing Cave itself, there's a road that goes up, and I saw some people driving up it, so I thought I'd follow them. And I think this is from the very bottom when I was having the coffee. This is going up to, they're quite big. A little bit of smoke over there. This is what you can see from the very bottom. So on a little sign there saying to the top, which I assume is to the top. Monk in front, pig at the back, princess and the horse. Oh. I wasn't expecting to be doing so many stairs today. I think I could have brought the bike up here at a quicker way. It's all smashed up. So various donation boxes to different gods. Hello, you okay? Oh, monkey. Silver monkey. That way, yeah. No. Monkey's okay?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Wow. That is a nice little view. And I think where I was, I came along this road here. In fact, no, not. Coffee place down there. We'll come along here. And I keep looking behind me at the monkeys, just in case they start dangling up at me. Oh, they've all gone. Oh no, they haven't. Up they fight. As long as they're fighting amongst themselves. Now, for the tour that I was looking at this morning, I don't think this would have been part of it. So I don't think you would have got a chance to come up here, which is a shame. But at least I'm here. And here's Bacoda. I was coming down the stairs from the pagoda. I just saw this, which I wouldn't expect to see. Wow. Wow. This place itself is quite big. I mean, I've just come from the very top up there. And there's so much around here to see that I don't really have enough time. And every now and again I keep seeing monkeys and I'm not scared of them, I just think they would attack us. So I just need to find out where my bike is. Just over there. In fact, I've just seen some snakes. I'll have a look at them first. Big bad snakes. These are the ones I actually saw. Oh. And this leads to Now I've done the stairs as it is. I think I'll give it a miss. I do like that. He's quite happy in the shade. Yes. Right. It's the next stop. Let's go. Right, we'll pass this place on the way in. This is the big carved in the stone figure. Show closely. But what I didn't realise was that there is a bat cave. Now this is not for Batman, because Batman is fictional. Welcome to the bat caves of Phnom Sampeau. So I don't know if you can read that. So this cave is one of 3 around here. It contains colonies of over 1 million Asian wrinkle-lipped bats. And there's a little picture of that good-looking dude. But they're protected. I mean, what they're hunting for in the night time when they come out to feed is these things here, plant hoppers, which feed on the rice, so they're preventing the rice crops from failing. I only saw the sign as I was riding down and I went, oh, this is bat cave. So, wow, bat cave. Now, to see these bats I would have to come out at night, and because of the distance from the hostel, from Battambang centre, unfortunately I'm not able to make it, but they have got a picture of what they'll look like when they come out. So there you go. One of the things that interested me was the people that support this. One of them is Rufus Small Grants Foundation. I just googled them, and it's a UK conservation charity that funds various projects around the world. So go on UK. But yeah, there is a real life bat cave. Now it says it's one of 3. Shall I go see the other 2? Because all it's going to be is just a cave into the wall. Don't think it's worth it. So let's go find something else. And I'm here at the next place. Now, you can tell it's the next place because so many tourist things happening. And I'm in a small town on the outskirts of Battambang, and this place is actually called Battang, without the bang. What's famous for around here, Battambang, is the bamboo railway. And the original one was dismantled a few years back, and they've rebuilt several around. And I found when I was leaving the bat cave, there was a sign that said bamboo railway 7 k's away. It lied. It was about 25. So I've been going over rocky, very rocky roads, bouncing. The roads were so bad that my phone came out my pocket twice. The first time I didn't realise until I just had a quick check and then went, let's turn back and find it. So this is the bamboo railway. I think from what I've read it's $2 to get in. You can go on the railway and I'll tell you more about it when we go in. But there's a cafe Amazon. It's so hot that I need a hot coffee. So I'm going to go in and get my little fix. I've had my coffee fix. So I'm about to go in. Now I'm a little bit confused because I think this is a theme park. I've seen lots of kids coming in. Right, I don't know where to buy tickets from, so now there's definitely a Christmas theme. Santa Claus in the middle of January. Sorry, when is it? No, March. And that's the bamboo train. Yeah, it's a theme park. And there's another one coming. Like I said, I've not bought a ticket, so just been told I can't go on because I haven't got a ticket. She just followed me in. This isn't really the experience I was after for the bamboo train. And I know there is a different one in Battambang itself. $7.25. $7.25. How much? Oh my god. That's a little bit too expensive for my taste to go a little wide. And I know the one in town is a lot cheaper. So it looks like I'm going into town. Oh well, an experience. To give you a little bit of history about the bamboo trains, or Norry, as a better known. So the railway system in Cambodia, for the most in the last century, has gone to ruins. So the locals started building on the tracks instead of big massive trains, later sort of mechanical bamboo trains, which was light enough to go onto the real tracks and get around. Obviously with the roads getting better, transport getting faster, they're starting to come out of fashion, but they're still used as a cheap, very cheap transportation. And I think I've read that you can still get a Norry from Battambang all the way down to Phnom Penh, as long as you don't mind sharing with chickens, donkeys, etc. So the main one for Battambang was taken down because they wanted to improve the rail track itself. They moved it somewhere else for the tourists. This one here is obviously for kids, and I think I might get a few funny looks if I went on it. So yeah, I'm gonna go back into town, Battambang. I might have a quick look through Batam itself to see what it's like, and then we'll go on from there. Just making a quick stop and showing you the town of Batam. Now in the background you can hear some wedding music because it's wedding season. But basically this is just a single road going through with various houses, shops, hairdressers, laundrettes either side. Goes on for about a mile. So this is a Cambodian town. And this is just normal life from here. I only stopped outside the shop to get some more water. I am so thirsty. But yeah, welcome to Batam. Here's the bamboo train. And that is how light it is. So they're charging me, or they wanted to charge me $10 US for an hour. Half an hour there, half an hour back. It's a bit too long just to sit around and look at countryside. I've been on a train before, so I managed to get it down to $5 for 10 minutes, which is all I want. $10 minutes, yeah? 5 minutes, 5 minutes back.
Yeah.
Good.
5 go, 5 back.
5 back, 5 in. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I'm here. Okay. Oh, my phone. Okay. Thank you. So the idea of these is to have one single line, and if you've got traffic coming from the other side, you just let this up, they go past, and then you put it back on. Now an hour on this, yeah, I think it's too much. But when I said half an hour for $5 they just laughed at me. So I think I've still got a bargain, but it's not getting too bored. And seeing the sights of the jungle. Turn around.
Stop.
Yeah,
Go.
get off.
Yeah, no. That way.
Ah, right.
That way.
That's easy enough.
Okay.
Awesome. Norry, let me move. You okay? Yeah. All the way back. That was quite good. Enjoyed that. I actually did more than 10 minutes. I didn't want to say anything, but you know. Right, it's time to get back on the bike and find something new to do before I go back to the hostel and have the bike back. And this is the last stop. I'm right on the outskirts of Battambang. You can hear music in the background, which is yet another wedding going on. but we are now at what Samrong Knong Security Centre during the Khmer Rouge regime. So a Buddhist temple, and I've just been in full of Buddhists lounging around, one with a full sleeve of tattoos, which I didn't think they were allowed to have. And basically this is what I've come to see. So this is the Well of Shadows. This is the big memorial to the guys, the men, the women, the children who died. And it's the so the Well of Shadow, designed by Honourable Phok Dul. This monument was founded by the Cambodian communities in the United States of America, Canada, Australia, New Zealand and France. Now, I didn't realise that this is an actual museum. So you go around it, and I've got to be quick because it's coming to 20 to 6 and I don't want to get too lumbered with the dark, mainly because on my phone I've got 7% battery. But this place here, which you can see the little, whatever one of them is, the bathing site of prisoners and site of disposal of human stools. So they would come in here. They're allowed to bathe once a week. And obviously they put all the fishies in here as well at the same time. That's nice. Got here so late it's closed, so you can actually go in. But there's various signs I've just seen going around. So the place must be quite big. Especially if this was a detention centre for so many people in the Battambang area. So this one here is, the well for killing children. That is not nice at all. The children who came with their parents or relatives who were sent to the security centre were killed after their parents, who were heavy offenders, were executed. There was a person who witnessed the killing while he was collecting palm juice from a palm tree near the well. The children were brought there to be killed by hitting them with a baton, crushing them against the palm tree and throwing them into the graves. So yet another reminder of what was happening in Cambodia in the 70s. But this place is a memorial. Like the killing cave this morning, people want to remember and to get a reminder of it's not going to happen again. Be joyful, be happy. Come back to this map again. And there you can see you've got the guard station there, interrogation building, detention building for female prisoners. So you've got a big old area. But unfortunately I can't stay, I have to go. I am worried about the battery life of my phone to find my way back to the hostel. So I'm going to jump the bike now, get myself away. But it's been an interesting day, and the one thing I'll take away from this is that if you hire a bike from the hostel that you're staying, and something like that is just basic and it gets you from A to B, you can go anywhere, you can stop anywhere. If you take one of these tours The tuk-tuks are actually there to take you to the places that they want you to take you to, and finish as quickly as possible. Where this is, I have travelled through small villages, big villages, to children's theme parks, everywhere, and it's been an amazing day. But tonight is my last night. I'm off first thing tomorrow morning, and I'm off to Siem Reap as early as I can. So if you've enjoyed this day along with me, then you know you've got to press that like button. If you want to see what's in Siem Reap, press that subscribe button. But until next time, hopefully I've got enough power to get myself back. Bye bye for now.